if you're making a lasagna, you're going to need to make the sauce, which is 6 ounces of mature cheddar, 3/4 of a pint of milk. We use semi-skim because it's not as heavy. Ground black pepper, a teaspoon of Coleman's mustard. Well, not Coleman's, it can be any, but Coleman's is nice because we like it.
We like that.
Yeah. 1.5 ounce of plain flour and 1.5 ounce of butter or margarine, whichever's your choice. And of course, your leftover spaghetti bolognese from the other day. Okay, we'll get back to you when we put it together. Right, we've prepared our ingredients, we've got a flour measured, we've got a butter on a piece of kitchen roll, and we do this because we don't like to muck up our scales because we don't like washing up too much. So we've chopped your cheese up into little blocks. Now we're going to get going, so I'm going to put a butter in first, and then we're going to melt it slightly, and then we're going to mix in the flour. Just give it a minute to melt. I'll just give it a sec, and we'll get back to you when it's melted, okay? Our butter's melted down. In the ingredients, we forgot to put a lasagne out. Lasagne verde is good, the green one, remember, spinach. But if you can't get that, get just a plain one. Okay. Now our butter is gone, so it's dissolved. And now we're going to add the flour. And then we're going to mix it all up like a paste. And it will go, I'll show you what it will go. You'll need a good whisking arm. I think I've got a good whisking arm from years of practice. Now it's all blended in like that, and it goes like that. Now you're going to add then your milk. I'm just going to turn the jet on now again, is it? Wait, come on. Come on, there is it? That's better. Okay, and then we're going to, and we're going to add a cheese. I'll put cheese in. Can when it's done whisk it up so it's all blended in, or you can do it with a fork like I do. You want a good teaspoon of mustard going in. Let's get a good gloopy one. If you don't like it as mustardy, you can make it to your own preference, so you can do a bit less flour and a bit less butter, and up to you, but we like it like this, quite thick sauce. Just get that on there and then it's all in. Then we'll put plenty of pepper in because we like it. What we're going to do now is let this dissolve down. So we're going to cook it up on, so it's in between medium and low, and just let it all dissolve in. So when it dissolves in and all the cheese is melted, we'll come back to you, and we might just whisk it up a bit to make sure there's no lumps in, and then that's your sauce. So we'll come back to you in a minute. Right, it's been on about 10-15 minutes at the most. I've done it with the fork, and when you've got it so there's no lumps in it, because I'm quite professional with this fork. If you're not professional with the fork, you can get a whisk in, but they're dirty to clean. So we've done that, and now we're going to set up the lasagna. I'm just going to make one for you in a minute, and then you can see what to do with it. So you get your lasagna pieces out. The cameraman likes square lasagnas. He has a problem with a round one because he's never seen one in a round dish. I have got these dishes, and this is what we're going to use. So we're going to snap the corners off so it fits in. So right, we're going to make the sauce go in first. So you're putting a little layer of sauce at the bottom, just so you can pour it in if you want, so that it covers the bottom slightly. It's usually about 2 or 3 dessert spoons. Just put that in one of them, and then we've got it clean. And then you want your lasagna, and just break that in half. And if it won't fit in a round one, you can break the corners off and drop it down. So there's that. Then get your filling. And put a good couple of spoons of filling in, big spoons, so it covers a layer of top. So it goes all the way across. Right. And then you're going to repeat that, where you're going to do some more sauce, about the same again. Good 2 or 3 spoons of sauce. And then your lasagna again, and then your filling. Can make one big one here, I think. This is what we had left from the spaghetti bolognese from the other day. Now I like to put another layer of lasagna on, and then put the sauce on top. Some people who don't like a lot of lasagna can just put the sauce on top. I prefer it this way, and then you can see what's cooking and what's not. Press that down a bit. Get your sauce. A bit more on top, so it's covered so that when it cooks going to burn the lasagna. And that, basically it. You're going to put it in the oven at 180 degrees. That might be 10-15 minutes because ours is fan assisted, but because I normally I cook 3 at a time, so I'm just going to do it with 1. But I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out, and then we'll go from there. Okay? Right, we've had it on about 30 minutes or so now. Just as long as your oven's hot when it goes in. Now we'll get it out, and I'll show you how your lasagna wants to be. So there it is. There's your mouth. And your lasagna just peeping up at the top, and you want it to be cooked. So if you see that, can you see how the lasagna's sloppy now? That's what you want, and then it's done. And you can have that with garlic bread, side salad, or veg, any sort of baby potatoes, anything you want. Okay?